What if I told you that you could make more progress in your business, in your life, and in your work, but by doing less? And no, I don't mean slacking off. I mean mastering the art of delegation. Look, I think delegation is the ultimate productivity hack. No matter what tools there are out there, delegation is number one. And I honestly wish that I have realized this years ago. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the step-by-step guide and my journey in terms of how I try my best to reclaim time and help you focus on what really matters and unlock more freedom by using the art of delegation. So let's dive into it. So let's start with the core issue. Why do we always feel like there's never enough time? And the answer here, I think, lies in our mindset. We believe that if something is important, we have to do it ourselves. But why, right? Because we think that we're the best at it, or that training someone else will take too long, right? But the first principle truth here is time is a finite resource. It's the only thing that we cannot earn back. Look, we can earn money back, but time is something that no matter what you do, you're not buying back. So if you're young today, you're what I call a time billionaire. Don't waste your time. So if you're spending your time on tasks that someone else could do, you're essentially stealing from yourself. Think of it this way, right? You're stealing yourself of your freedom, you're stealing yourself of your future, and you're stealing yourself of your potential. Think of it that way. The first step that I would do is to first be aware. You can't fix what you don't know. So every time you feel like you have to do something, document it. Just open up your notes app and start writing down every single thing that you do in a day, a week, or even a month. And I mean every single thing, from emails to meetings to chores to plannings to admin work to everything, all of it, write it down somewhere. This allows you to build a foundation of understanding and diagnosing the problem here. So if your car isn't running smoothly, so for example, if you use the example of a car, the mechanic doesn't just guess what's wrong. It doesn't say, I think something is wrong with your steering rack, something like that. It doesn't say that, right? They will start inspecting part by part. And by documenting your task, you're actually doing the same thing for your business or your life. You're identifying what's consuming your time and also where exactly you can free yourself up. But that's only the beginning. You got to add some depth into it, right? You don't stop there. You can start asking yourself, for each task over here, let me ask 3 critical questions to myself. Number 1, what's the goal of this task, right? You got to break it down to first principles. Number 1, what's the goal of the task? Number 1. Number 2, what are the exact steps to complete it? And number 3, why does it even matter? Right? The why is key. If you don't know why a task is important, it might not even need to be done in the first place, right? Every day, we're so used to putting in so many different things to fill up our calendar, and we just don't think about it anymore. But I did an audit on my task last week, and I realized that 50% of the things that I was doing, they don't serve a strong why anymore. Yes, they may be important 2 years ago or 3 years ago, but it's no longer important, so just take it out. If it doesn't make any significant impact in your life, take it out, right? So documenting isn't just about delegation, it's about cutting out the noise, removing all the useless stuff. Step number 2 now is that after you've documented your task, it's now time to create a system of delegation. So here is where I'm going to talk about the concept of slow recording. Okay, so here's the idea. Instead of explaining the same task to every new team member, record a video that walks them through it. Use tools like Loom or Zoom or Google Meet, whatever it is, to just capture your screen to explain as if you're teaching a kid, step by step. That leaves no room for error. Why does this work? It's because humans learn the best through repetition and clear visuals. When you record your process once, you're essentially cloning yourself. And that video can be watched by 10, 20, or even 100 people. So if the next person you hire leaves, you're at least going to have this base asset, this base video, this clone of yourself that can train them up, train the next person up, essentially freeing you time from facing any form of key man risk in the team. So this helps you create leverage. And with leverage, this allows you to do things faster and better. Like making a cooking video, right? You don't call each friend individually to teach them how to make lasagna, for example, right? You upload it on YouTube or you record it through Loom, and boom, everyone can watch it. Just send them a video of you cooking it and they can watch it and they can follow step by step. That's why slow recording works for your team. So a bonus tip here is to add a bit of personality into those recordings. Crack a joke, share a story, make it fun, make it so that people would actually want to watch these things, not just following like a robot. So step 3 would be to assign system owners. Okay, here is what most people get stuck. Because when it comes to creating systems, they don't assign accountability. So when you don't assign accountability, if no one is accountable for a task, it's not going to get done. Another example is if you assign 2 people to a task, so there's 2 people accountable for one task, it's also never going to get done. So I live in the principle of 1 task, 1 accountable person. That's it, right? So every task or system in your business needs an owner, which is someone who's responsible for maintaining it, for optimizing it, and for ensuring that it runs smoothly. So from a first principles perspective, systems fail because no one feels responsible for them. Ownership creates accountability, and accountability is the only thing here that drives results. If everyone owns it, basically no one owns it, right? That's why you need to have very clear roles. So when I hired my first systems owner, it was honestly game-changing for me in the company. Suddenly, I didn't need to keep chasing people for updates or to worry about things slipping through the cracks because I have delegated each deliverable to each individual, right? So they are accountable to that task. And that also means that they are literally hired for that one metric itself. And if they can't achieve the metric, why are they hired? So this allows them to be responsible and them to feel that the benefits of the role, right? Because if they deliver well, they also can see those numbers that, hey, they were the ones contributing to the growth of these numbers, and it makes them feel good. They feel recognized, right? So this allows me to reward good players, and it also allows me to focus on growing the business without constantly having to catch up and follow up with everybody, right? For me to have that peace of mind that to know that everything else was being handled well. So step 4 is to build your digital brain, which is your company's operating system, your SOP, if you may, right? So now that you have documented the task, right, you have recorded the videos, you have assigned the owners to each task. Now, where do all of this information live, right? It's going to live in your digital brain. I use something like Notion or Google Drive to create a company wiki, and which is basically a centralized hub where everything gets stored in one place, all the resources, all the guides, and all the processes, everything in one place. So think of your company wiki as your business's memory, right? Like humans who have brains, right? This is your company's brains. Look at like a Bible, for example. This one place where everyone goes if they have any questions. Without it, your team will constantly be asking questions. They'll be wasting time searching for answers. They may be reinventing the wheel. They may be doing things wrongly. Your company will never grow if you don't have these things set up. You always, reach a certain level, and then maybe some people leave and you come back again. Or maybe you get to a certain level and then people forget what to do, then they come back in. It's a lot of back and forth of wasted time. So with what I call a company operating system, a digital brain, this allows everything to be seamless, and it liberates you from needing to be in the business, helping out your team and all that. And look, we're all humans, so it's normal that our team may not remember things step by step. So everything needs to be documented, and also helps you with communication, right? So that you can have every task clearly defined, and everybody knows what a job well done really means. And the better think about this is also if like no business owner wants to get stuck in a business 24/7, right? If you step away and the business falls apart, you don't have a business. You need to create a business where if you step away, the business does not fall apart, right? New team members can get up to speed without needing hand-holding. This is what it means to build a long-lasting business. Let's take a step back here. Delegation is not just strategy, in my opinion, right? It's not just business for me. I think it's life. For me, it's meant more time for me and my family, more time for myself to travel, more time for me to explore things that really matter, explore things as a visionary in the company to grow the next 5 moves of the company, right? So it allows me to focus on what truly matters. And this allows me to delegate myself to freedom. And this is how I can do best for my company while helping them steer the ship to grow in the direction that matters for them. Because I am the leader, and it's literally my job to be able to guide them in the right direction. If I don't have the headspace to think and headspace to plan, and I'm always so busy in the day-to-day grind of the work, I'm going to be driving my team in the wrong direction, and it's not good for anybody. So here's my challenge for you, right? Why don't you try and take one task off your plate this week? Just one thing, document that one thing, record it, and head it off. You will be amazed at how much lighter you feel. And if you've got a big takeaway from this video, let me know in the comments, okay? Remember, success isn't about doing everything. You gotta do it one step at a time. And as long as you follow these steps and just break it down into smaller steps to execute it, maybe like one task per week, something like that, over time, this process will be built out and it will allow you to help delegate your tasks so much better to your team. Yep, if you like this one, just let me know in the comments. See you soon.